Friends, neighbors, country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST, Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch stream, yay! Now, as far as announcements go, we don't really have any this week, but don't forget to check out Metagaming tomorrow. Don't forget that we have Remnants of Carpaway on Mondays, and we've also got that stuff in the merch store, including the new Keeper shirt. Very exciting. So, if you feel like being a celestial unicorn and a benevolent god, maybe go check that out. But otherwise, let's get right back into the world of Anna, shall we? Last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they had stopped at the armory, the assumably blacksmith shop, to try to get themselves a little kitted out. Fen was devastated to discover that it was not super possible for him to rent a space there, as the things were not built and purchased on the same place. But the party did manage to get some very nice studded leather, couple of darts, and some mithril armor for the new cleric friend that they've decided to adopt. Very exciting, all things considered, and now they've got top AC, which was extremely useful, because next they decided to go to the university and try to talk to Master Zavin to discover a little bit more about this collectorate. They discovered that Nara was back in the office helping Zavin and working diligently, which was a little bit against their hopes and plans. Edward very cleverly decided to ask Nara to go research something with him, and snuck her out of the room so the rest of the party could do what they needed to do. Fen helped by handing them a research topic to go look at, which they did not in fact go and look at, because as soon as they left the room, Zara explained that she was a little curious about some of the things that had happened in there, and a little bit worried. So, Edwin's clever persuasion skills actually managed to get her to help him look around Master Zavin's rooms for more information on the collectorate and everything else going on in the town. The rest of the party decided to confront Master Zavin. They asked him questions. He gave no answers. They tried to intimidate him. He went for something on his desk, and Fen went for an axe to Zavin's forehead, which led to him casting a very high-level fireball on the party and calling the town guard. After Fen nearly getting arrested, Glib decided to fade into the student body. However, our new cleric friend Actinia did in fact get herself arrested and brought away, while Edwin and Nara discovered a lot more about the collectorate, Master Zavin's plans, and everything that has been going on with the kidnapping of orphans and things like that. Nara did also inform Edwin that the masters of the school do in fact have pretty much direct control over the town master, which was exciting news for the party that had just gotten arrested. Fen was found wandering the streets while Edwin met up with Strix and eventually Glib, who was vibrating on a little bit of chocolate, and they decided to spend the night at Portalworks. Well, mostly, except Edwin had the information that, or had the request from Nara to meet him in his rooms that night. And hopefully everything works out with that. So, first and foremost, what would you like to do?
I think we should start with you.
Yay!
Yeah. So, you are escorted into a horseless carriage that takes you to a large and imposing building. There are lots of milling guards and people at the desk. You do actually see a squadron of Duragar, who all seem to be wearing the same uniform, that are walking around the guard station together. And you are taken to the back by a guard that you learn the name of as Griffin. So you are currently being led around by Griffin and Fitz. Griffin is a half-orc and Fitz is a dwarf. As you walk in, you are led to a cell, and Griffin turns to Fitz and says, "Hey, go tell the boss what we got." "I gotcha." And Griffin goes off to go tell the boss. Or Fitz goes off to tell the boss, and Griffin looks at you. "Now, no funny stuff, you got me."
Got nothing funny to give you.
You've done quite enough today, miss. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I regret none of it. I'll just go sit down.
Some servant if ever knew. And he turns and leaves. You look around. The prison is actually fairly nice. You have a nice plush bed. All the surfaces are very clean. The bars are very clean. Everything in this town is clean and nice and well taken care of. You have a privacy nook for if you require the facilities. Generally, it's got a nice enough thing. It definitely shows that it's a temporary holding facility, though, as there are a couple of different cells around you, but all of them seem to be empty at the current moment. So clearly this is a temporary holding facility. This is not the end goal. And you are sitting alone in your cell. What would you like to do?
Can I just look around to see if there's, I don't know, maybe they accidentally left the door open or something?
Okay.
You never know.
Actually, roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Worth a shot.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
you
you what
never
I
know.
do. I leave.
Peace out.
Why? Oh, there it is. It's like I can't find it. It's gonna be another one of those days.
Oh no.
Wait. Did I think I did it at advantage. Wait, hold on. I did it at disadvantage. Wait, hold on.
Okay. Well, it's not
My
a
bad.
disadvantage or advantage. It's just a normal straight roll.
Yay, I did better.
Yay!
No.
All right. Sorry, let me pull up Roll20 because my dumb butt forgot to. All right.
Oh, are we supposed to be rolling on Roll20 again?
That's like the thing now, right?
At least for now. I think until
Okay.
we try these next 2 episodes. But all right, a 17. So you start poking around, pressing on the bars and things like that. You don't find anything. You look around the room. You kind of glance over at the privacy nook, and while you are facing, so in the corner there's the privacy nook. Across from it is the bed. In the front is the bars, and then there's a little bookshelf, as well as a sink next to the bookshelf. As you're looking at the little privacy nook, you hear a voice behind you go, "What are you doing, child?"
I'm looking just around. Nothing.
Do you look behind you where the voice came from?
Yeah.
All right. So standing in the cell with you, you see a tall person with a cloak, a hood over their head. But underneath the cloak, you do see a pair of very bright, glowing golden eyes.
Hi, I'm sorry. I did not see you there. I'm sorry.
You have some reason to apologize, but not for not seeing me. Would you like to sit down?
Yeah, sure. And I'll just sit down on them.
The cloaked figure walks over to the bed and lowers itself down. The hood stays very firmly in place, but turns to you and says, "Now, what decisions did you make, child?"
I will say that I'm completely in the right. There is somebody kidnapping children and then putting them up as orphans and then adopting them and abusing them. And me and my group stepped in and, one thing led to another and now I'm here.
I see. And this seemed like the right time to do the right decision.
Yep.
Yeah, you tell him.
My child, I don't know if you know... What do you know about our Elinir?
Not a lot, to be honest. I was only told very little when I was a small child, and I kind of live alone, so I don't know too much.
Well, I apologize that I have not informed you of more. My child, we are a people of order. We are meant to follow the correct time and understand when and where to do what is right. You must understand there are people in this world, they are impulsive. We understand that creation requires certain customs. You have done very well until this point.
That's fair.
Not worry, I am not here to just tell you you have done wrong. But you have been a bit alone. Tell me, child, have you ever heard of a deva?
Nope.
He reaches up and pushes his hood back. And there in front of you, you see someone with blue skin, glowing gold eyes, and you see just the tops of white feathers sticking out. I cannot say that I will always be here. And our Eleniel is not impulsive enough to show herself the way that some of the others do. Go figure. But if you should call on help, I will see what I can do at the time. Perhaps I have been too hands-off until this point.
Wait, are you here from Elena? Did she send you?
You know what you are.
I don't understand.
Do you understand what the root of Asuna are?
Yes?
Tell me what you are.
A person?
A child of divine blood.
How do you know all of this?
Many, honestly. But not everyone, I am sure. Not the most common knowledge, of course. But enough that it happens. Each Asimar, particularly ones that are not fallen from grace, so to speak, they find themselves protected when needed or when wanted. Most often it is an unseen force, but I have been hands-off for too long. I agree. So, I am here now. And you, child, have direction. Do not lose sight of your light soul. Do not lose sight of your learning.
Okay. I'm a little confused and overwhelmed because I have spent many, many years following Eleniel, and this is the first time, she's, said someone, I don't really know what's happening.
Order is the way it is. Because of many reasons. And Our Lady is careful for the safety of all. You will learn this in time, and you have many things to learn. In fact, if you seek knowledge, there is a sacred place that tells the histories of why. It is known as the Everdone. Go there in time, and you may learn exactly why Our Lady is so careful.
Where is it? How do I find it?
I believe if you ask your friends, you might find out more than you expect.
Okay, ever done. Okay, I'll do it.
Be careful and be patient, child.
Okay.
And now I must leave before people start to think you are insane. But I will never be far.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Be well. And you kind of blink, and once again, you are alone in the jail cell.
I am either crazy or I just had the best day of my entire life. I don't know which one is real.
While you are muttering that to yourself, a very tall, red-headed, and familiar-looking bugbear, a red-headed bugbear walks up and says, "So what's this then?"
Nothing is happening.
Well, that seems like a bad idea since you attacked one of the most powerful men in the city. That's not the right one. Stay. So, what do you have to say for yourself?
That he deserved it.
And you have proof that he deserved it then?
I personally do not have proof, but there are people out there that have proof that I know will come for me and they will prove it with their proof.
Now, is this before or after they decide to attack the man?
It was before.
Sounds like a great idea. Well, your friends decide to show up. Just tell him to give old Des in the ring.
Okay, I will. I don't know who that is.
Good luck. That's
Thank
me.
you.
That's me.
I will then.
I know your friends say they're coming for you, and they might. But understand, you get out of here, and you'll be hunted. You're not heroes anymore if you decide to escape. You don't break laws and get to keep the fancy things that you get given with your status.
Well, you know what? Once they figure out that we have the truth and that the person that you follow is garbage, we will be the heroes again.
We'll see about that. And
Yes, we will.
the tall bugbear walks out. Do you have anything else you wanted to do?
I kind of want to look around the room, looking like under the bed to see if that guy is still there, just to make sure.
Go ahead, roll me an investigation. Actually, I will allow you to choose between investigation or perception.
I think they're the same, but let me make sure.
Probably not. Investigation is an intelligence-based skill.
Ah, yes.
Perception is wisdom-based.
You are totally right. I will do perception.
Okay, you're a cleric. I really hope your perception is higher.
19.
All right. Yeah, you look around and you see... Yeah. You don't see anything. You don't see the person. You don't see any trace of another person being there. It's just you.
Me, myself, and I.
Yep.
So might be crazy, but I'm also...
Yeah, either you're crazy or it's the best day ever, right? Just,
we'll see what happens.
In a jail cell.
Best day ever! Alright, I'll just sit down and wait then. I'm not going to try and break out.
All right, fantastic. Probably, yeah, that's fair. So, let's see. We will put a pause on Actinia and hop back over to the rest of you. Glib, let's start with you. Did you get told that you were going? No, you were hiding in the university, weren't you?
No, then
he came with
I
us.
reconnected with Strix and Edwin.
That's right. You did reconnect with Strix and Edwin, so...
And then they found me, and...
All right, so you all are together headed to Portal Works, yes?
Yeah, I think we left off heading into Portal Works.
Fair enough. So you walk inside and are greeted by the brightly dressed, big-haired, stilt-shoed shopkeeper who just says, "Oh my god, you guys are here a lot, huh? This is gonna be your home away from home with no time, huh?
Oh God, no.
You know, I was hoping you might say something like that. I was wondering if it'd be possible to spend the evening here.
Do you need beds, or do you prefer, like, the piles of leaves thing?
I like bed.
Bed is.
I'll get you something.
I won't make any assumptions, though, about whether or not everybody else prefers piles of leaves.
A bed is good. A bed is good. Yeah, a bed.
All right, absolutely. So we need 4 beds, is what it's sounding like?
No, I'd prefer my soul where it is, thanks. I have a bed elsewhere. I will not be staying here tonight.
Oh, honey, I don't eat souls. That's my friend. Don't worry, you'll hate her. Anyways,
So
she's
it sounds like Edwin's gonna take it or leave it.
I see why you are so loved. You are just the most charming thing that has ever walked any plane, aren't you?
Well, you know, I try.
So.
All right.
At the mention of her friend eating souls, I promptly go and stand and, like, squish myself as close to either Edwin or Fen, whoever is closest to me.
Now, see,
And hang on for dear life.
I'm already making my way towards the exit, so most likely Fen.
Hey, Edwin, do we have anything? Are you going to talk to Nora? What are we doing here?
All I know is she wants to talk to me tonight in my room. Hopefully she'll shed extra light on the situation or give us some useful tidbits. So that I can help this situation that we currently find ourselves in, so we can have some sort of resolution to move on to the thing we came here for.
You told us about. We know about the journals and everything, right?
Yeah, I've shown the journal to each of you at this point.
Okay.
So,
here's the problem, though. We've got a townmaster that is in league with these fuckers. We've got basically glorified, power-hungry librarians who think they're saving the world by kidnapping and torturing kids. And who knows how many of these fucking people are just buying this shit at face value and calling it ice cream.
Sounds like you guys have a real problem, huh?
Yeah, by the way...
we're on quite the rocky road.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to know how to get a friend of ours out of lockup, would you? I mean...
Depends on the lock. Depends on the plane. Depends on the lot of things. What were you going to say, Strix?
So, do you think it's a good idea to take those books with you? Because, I mean, maybe they're safer in here because you can't...
That's right,
You have them in the bag of holding? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that they...
Scry on them.
Yeah, okay.
And now we're in Portal Works, so we're doubly safe, I think. I hope.
God, I hope so.
Pretty sure that's how that works.
Shopkeeper, people can't scroll on things.
We're not. We're boned. Like,
Yeah,
let's
we're
be real
super
here.
fucked. Shopkeeper, can people scry on things in here?
Or people. You know.
People.
I mean, so, like... The pens?
It seems to me like they'd probably have to know where to look first.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who can scry in here. Most of them are not... So... did you want some tea? Or some, like, dinner? I can make you some soup. I have a great soup.
Oh, Strix? Soup?
Yeah,
Right now.
yes, please.
Also,
Yeah, sure. Could I have some of that strawberry stuff? the stuff that you gave our elfish friend the last time we were in here? I need to calm down.
Oh, yeah, sure, honey. I can absolutely get you that. Of course.
Maybe you can... Listen, because having met your husband, you two seem, other than the weird magic shit that you two do, I'm not asking any questions.
Shit.
I'm not asking questions. I'm just saying, you guys might be able to help us. You seem decent enough people. If I explain to you what's going on, do you promise not to turn us into the local authorities?
Depends on what you mean by local, but certainly not the ones outside the door.
Yeah, those ones.
Wait, did you say they're outside the door?
No, they're, outside the door being here.
Not in this realm, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Hey.
None of the authorities of the prime material plane.
Yeah, no, they're safe. You're safe from them, I mean.
Fantastic. I will explain to the shopkeeper what has transpired and what is going on with the kidnappings and everything, and why I threw an axe at the wizard, because he went for something in his desk. And everything. So, I'm gonna just lay it all out, and Actinia getting arrested and everything. It's like, so, we need to now exonerate our friend, exonerate ourselves, and get our friend out of lockup. And we have to do it all by tomorrow. Although, at this rate... Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Well, if shit doesn't go like this, they might be watching the harbor, too, so...
Well, it sounds like you're in a pool of pickle juice, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Well...
And you don't strike me as the type that would go along with people kidnapping kids and torturing them.
No, I mean, that's definitely not the best possible decision, although there are certain people in the... Never mind. Anyway, you should see the people that I've seen. Hairy backs, a lot of them. Anyways, but it's not a great plan. My suggestion, if you can't skip town, skip planes, am I right?
Now we're thinking.
Because I mean, there's not a, I mean, I'm a shopkeeper. I'm here, I'm in the shop, I'm in the bar. I do the thing with the serving of the things that make you all, that's sort of what I do, you know? So, it sounds like you need a little better help than me, but at the very least, if it's any consolation, most of the people outside of that door are never gonna pay attention to this place. It's set up that way. I mean, what?
Fan, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that this is probably a little outside their jurisdiction.
I'm sure that it is. I'm just trying to figure out how to get our friend out of the clink.
Well, we can figure it out.
That's true.
But I hope you make it to your boat tomorrow.
Also that.
Yeah, that too. We can stay here the night, at least, though, right?
Honey, he's got full rides everywhere.
Glib, I love you, man. Alright, Edwin, you have a meeting with Nara, and maybe we can get some sort of information out of that, right?
Indeed.
Beyond that, I am up a creek without a paddle. I'm going to pray to Higrasa and hopefully get some sort of insight.
I'll start looking in the books, to read. I'll start reading through those to see if I can pull any information from them.
The journals?
Yeah.
Shopkeeper, if somebody from Zades is trying to scry on these journals because they have evidence in them, they can't find them in here, right?
Honey, no. Those people, they can't even find the door.
Good. All right. So I will go ahead and
literally.
Yeah, no.
I will go ahead and pull the two journals out then, and I will hand them to Strix. Confident now that we can't be found in here.
Mm-hmm.
Keeper, what time of day is it?
It's getting towards sundown at this point. Like, you guys have, investigated an orphanage, broken the law, all sorts of things like that. So you're probably well into, like, sundown dinner time period. Sun should be setting any minute.
I've done nothing that can be proven yet.
You have done nothing that can be proven yet. You are a good boy.
Then at this point, as Strix starts, I was going to say fingering, but feathering her way through the books, I will take my leave and try to stay out of trouble until I come back. Please.
I'm not planning on leaving. I'm just going to be in here praying until you get back.
I didn't tell you not to leave. I asked you to stay out of trouble, which I believe you can do anywhere.
But trouble is delicious.
Please do not.
Wait, do you have chocolate truffles?
No, I have trouble.
Please do not. Please do not. Please do not. As he's backing out the door.
You have chocolate trouble if that's what you're looking for. And yeah, you open the door, you are free out into the...
And please do not.
You are freed out into the cooling night.
The librarian.
I mean, what does he think we're gonna do?
I know, right? I mean, It's not like you're in an interdimensional plane or something like that. What could possibly be done here?
Don't make a game out of it.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking.
So it wasn't a challenge. Please.
Challenge accepted, sir!
Hold my aw.
Besides all the trouble that we are definitely going to get into, I feel like maybe just like taking a breather just so we're ready to leap into action as soon as we get a little more actionable information. At least we might have to pull off some night heists.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing my nighttime outfit. It's so... I'm sorry.
Wait, are those your pajamas?
No. They're my stealthy...
Are you a ninja?
Yes!
Oh, all right. Excellent. We have an owl ninja.
This is my ninja outfit!
Hiya.
Actually, honey, I think that's monk-based. Like Shadow Monk, if that helps. So, like...
Can
It's
you
a ninja.
let me be a ninja?
Sure. You're a ninja.
I will actually like sketch out on like a portion of my blacksmithing journal, like the comma with like the chain off the back end with the weight on the end. I mean, you want something like that?
That's actually kind of cool, but I don't know how to use it because I've only ever practiced with my hands.
I can get you a headband if you want.
Oh, headband.
Her eyes go wide.
Okay, I'm starting to slowly warm up to you if you get me a headband and some of that strawberry stuff that you gave our elf. Because I really need to calm down because I'm still kind of freaking out that Actinia's been arrested.
Yeah, right up, absolutely. Anything else for anybody else? Anyone want that chocolate trouble we were talking about?
No, you know what? Sign me up.
And, soup. You said soup.
Soup, yeah.
Apple, potato, or gefilte?
What's a gefilte?
It's a fish.
Fish.
Oh, the apple sounds interesting.
Is that a sweet soup?
Can you have the, I'll take an apple and a potato?
I'll take a tater.
Well, sign me up for a tater.
Fair enough. 3 potatoes and an apple coming right up.
Potato. I realize that I have to enunciate a little bit more here.
3 potatoes and an apple. I got you. You're fine. You're fine.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Fen is literally just going to like face a corner and like just kind of like saddle up, like sitting on like his knees and just start praying.
Fair enough. And I assume, Strix, you are feathering through your books?
I find a table and I start laying them out, and I will attempt to read as much of them as humanly possible, starting with journal number 1.
I would like you to roll me an investigation check, please. Fen, go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Oh, I have to pull my thingy up, my character sheet. I have to put, hold on, I have to put my dice in my drawer, otherwise I'm going to keep trying to roll them all freaking night long.
You can always roll them for fun.
The click clack shiny math gems are very alluring, but like click clack shiny math gem digital version.
Religion, you said?
Yes. Religion check.
Did you say investigation?
Indeed I did.
Mine was a 19.
So would that be like beep boop digital gem instead of shiny click clack?
I was trying to figure bit in there somewhere.
Mine was only a 9.
Gotcha. So Fen, your religion check, is there anything particular you're praying about?
I'm trying to get guidance on our next step. Kind of like, right, look, we both know that this Zavin, and at the very least Zavin, is scum. And that what he did to Nora was unconscionable, and clearly the Oracle was doing the exact same shit to Silas, which 2 out of 3 logic would dictate the third one's just as bad. But given the evidence that we have, we know that at least Zavin is a part of the Collectorate, and that the Town Master here is part of the Collectorate, and now we have a cleric for Elenil in the Clink. What do I do?
As you pray, you start to get a feeling of peace that sort of washes over you. There's no specific direction or anything like that. You just feel... You get the feeling that in essence you're being told to calm the fork down. But in the nice, godly way, you know?
Well, yeah, Fen is panicking. Like...
Exactly. So you're being told, like, stay calm. Is kind of the message you're getting from your divinity, so to speak. Because, you know, direct interaction isn't super easy to do all the time.
Right.
There's spells for that, for clerics.
Yeah, paladins don't get them.
That's also a higher level than you can reach even anyways.
No.
So, Strix, as you are reading through the journals, you get lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of information. And none of it seems to really be helpful. It just kind of makes you mad. It's just a lot of, this guy's kind of a prick, this guy's really a prick, this guy's a total prick. You get the basic average, there was this prophecy about the end of the world, and so they kind of just got together and were like, well, how do we stop the end of the world? And aren't we great that we are the greatest wizards of all time, so we can stop the end of the world by creating stronger, more powerful magic, and we're so great, and look at us, great.
Have I mentioned I'm great?
Have I mentioned I'm great? Yeah,
So-
it's very that.
So I'll kind of take a break from reading after getting irritated and angry at the whole situation. I'll take a break. I'll eat my soups.
Yes.
And take a couple sips of whatever that strawberry thing was, and kind of take a couple breaths, meditate for a bit, and then I'm going to start reading the journal again, because I have a feeling like there's something in there that has to be known. Like, it has to, something is in the journals that will be helpful. So I'm going to start over again.
Okay. The soups that you are all brought are rather tasty. The potato soup is slightly sweet, whereas the apple soup is a little bit more savory. There's chunks of beef floating in the apple soup, and lots of root vegetables in the potato soup.
So since I would have seen the beef, I would have pushed the apple soup to the side.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll take that.
Okay.
And like both are very good. They're just not the flavor palettes you expect. Everything's just a little bit funky and chaotic.
Things are different here.
Everything's a little bit chaotic. Like, you just
Hell yeah.
taste the chaos. But I will allow one more investigation check, but it will take up the rest of your night to do another investigation of the books.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, god damn it!
Ooh.
Yeah, so at some point, like,
God damn it!
the stress of the day just frazzles you, and you just are really frustrated, and you're so intently looking at every single detail that you're just not absorbing anything at this point. Like, you're just so caught up in every single piece that you're just like, I can't. And it just kind of overwhelms you.
Let's take a break.
Take a break. Let's go upstate.
Now,
Anything
I get
else?
it. You're reading it and you're like, these freaking nerds. I just overwhelmed with it.
But yeah,
What?
is there anything else anyone in Portalworks would like to do?
I think Glib's just relaxing.
Fair enough. You do get offered at some point to play games with anyone who wants to. The shopkeeper will offer to play games with you. Most of them have something to do with like weird fairy magic stuff. There's lots of floating pebbles and darts, but the darts are also daisies.
Hell yeah, I'm in on that. I'll play.
Fen will observe.
Pin the tail on the Archmage.
Oh, I'm
right
down
now
for
we're
that
trying
one.
to pin a crime on him.
Pin the tail on the Archmage. Yeah.
Strix is frustrated. She like throws the book. She throws the journal on the table, slams it shut. And are there rafters up? Like, would there be like rafters or anywhere I could perch up high?
There's some places that you could perch a little higher up. You see a little like platform up at the top that almost looks to have a very small table and chairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna go, I'm taking a nap!
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you want to
Night, sleep well. Yeah, do you need the pile of leaves? Glib is right. Mr. Glib is very right.
No,
Maybe you
thank
should just
you.
leave her alone.
No, thank you.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Enjoy. Don't let the bark bugs nibble. Anyway.
I'm not even gonna ask what that means. I just want to go to bed.
Well, they're bugs.
If you come up with a plan, let me know.
Oh, the plan is we go to the jail and just see what happens.
Okay.
That does not make me feel better.
Oh, goodness. All right, so you guys have an enjoyable night in Portalworks. Edwin, we'll jump over to you.
Yes.
So the sun goes down, and you're waiting, assumably, in your room.
Well, as I'd make my way back to the librarian, I would check, because you said it was around sundown-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I would check and see if they're have available any type of dinner.
The librarian does not have a dinner. However, they do offer to get you dinner from a nearby place. They have this sort of like connection thing for 3 copper.
Ooh.
Then I will give them 6 copper to bring me 2 meals.
Gotcha. So yeah, and then Ken will just like take the copper and kind of like flip it between her paws, the toe beans on the paws, and then she'll run off and go get you dinners and promise to bring it up to your room if you would like it to be brought there.
Yes.
Fantastic. So yeah.
And then I will go to my room to await the meals and or Nara, whichever arrives first.
Fantastic. So the meals are brought up to your room. There's a knock at the door, and you are presented with the meals.
Excellent. I will give her 2 extra copper as a tip.
Thank you. This is a wonderful thing. And then she hops her way down, happily flicking the copper between her toe beans. About a half an hour later, you hear a pop outside of your door.
What kind of a pop?
It sounds a little bit like some sort of firecracker going off in the hall.
That's unsettling. I shall peek out my door.
You don't see anyone directly in front of the door. You can roll me an investigation check if you want to look, or a perception check if you want to look a little closer.
Yep.
It's a trap.
I've been burned much too many times to not be a little careful upon.
I hate Roll20 tonight.
Really,
Yeah, it's being real mean. How wide do you open the door while you're looking around?
not very, apparently.
All right. So when you kind of poke your head out, on the other side of your door, you hear another crack sound, like another popping sound.
Okay, I'm gonna just open the door at this point.
Fantastic.
Quick, get on the floor!
So you open the door. Would you like to roll me another perception check, see if you see anything?
Okay. If it would cooperate, that'd be lovely.
Well, that's better.
16. You look around and you don't see anything in the hallway.
Brilliant.
Yep. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything, but you also don't hear any more pops.
This is concerning.
Dun dun dun!
I'm going to distrust my instincts and step out into the hall to investigate further.
Fantastic.
I don't like how she says that.
I don't like anything about this. But here I go.
It's a fun mystery!
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, you look around the hallway. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. Nothing seems to really be obvious about any of it.
Hello?
When you say hello, in your head, or not, yeah, like, it almost sounds directly next to your ear, but it feels very familiar to you as the message spell. You hear, "I'm sorry, I'll explain."
That's what
yes.
the bag comes under.
And I'm going to walk back into my room and leave the door open.
Fair enough. You feel a tap on your shoulder behind you.
I will close the door to my room and then turn around.
Edwin's getting mugged in his inn room right now.
As soon as you close the door, the invisibility spell drops and you see Nara standing in front of you going, "I didn't want to get you guys in any more trouble just in case. I was a little worried. So I had to think of a way to get you to open the door without having to knock on the door, because that would be suspicious." Sorry.
Right. This was not suspicious at all.
Well, it was suspicious to you, but it wouldn't be suspicious to anybody else necessarily, maybe?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or is that just a school thing where there's constantly strange sounds?
I'm used to strange sounds, normally in the form of barking as of late.
Barking?
Neither here nor there. Are you hungry? And I'm going to gesture towards the two dinners.
Actually starving. That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
Except it's abyssal
Help
chicken
yourself.
box.
Yes. Abyssal chicken sounds. Yeah, she kind of like looks to the bed and then looks to the floor and then looks to the bed and looks to the floor and then decides to sit on the floor next to one of the trays and just starts like eating it.
I put my brother onto the Princess Valentine to Bullbeck. He is off on a trip to hopefully Danceville, and then from there we'll probably head to somewhere, I'm sure. But I was thinking of ways to help you with your friend, because, well, it's not a good idea for you guys to be in prison, and clearly there's some insane stuff happening in town. And so I was trying to think of something I could do to help, and I sort of pulled.
Anyways, and she pulls out a letter and holds it up and says,
I have specific written permission from the assistant townmaster to have one non-deadly offender released. I asked him not to ask any questions. I don't know that it'll work, but I figured I could pull some strings.
So, as she's talking, Edwin will too have sat on the floor to establish even standing, and he'll take a look at the letter, get out of jail free card, and
it does read that they are released essentially on bail, on a free bail, but they would be expected to return for a future trial.
In about 10 levels.
Well, as far as I know, she would fit this criteria. So this may be of excellent use, and I wish you wouldn't have necessarily put yourself in a position to get dragged into it.
Oh, it's fine. Honestly, the assistant townmaster. With everything, I think Coral owes me at least a little bit.
How do you mean?
So I told you that I was adopted by Zavin.
Right.
And Professor Zavin and Professor Raban, they don't particularly enjoy being political members so much as they want to just, be leads of the university. But they do want to be allowed to go to the quorum in Katu. However, unfortunately, that's only allowed to townmasters and assistant townmasters. So Professor Zavin came up with a wonderful plan a while ago, where he was in talks with Coral, who apparently took, anyways. And so Coral is technically my fiancé-to-be. Yeah. So I get to ask him for favors sometimes.
So he essentially to sell you so that he could gain access to meetings.
Strong word. I mean, people are supposed to get married. It's what they do, right? So,
sure.
So the arrangement was made that, in the fullness of time, I would be betrothed to Coral, and in that time, Professor Zavin would be allowed on the trip as an emissary to the quorum in Katu.
Well, let's go ahead and add that to 2 lists now. One to the list of reasons why it's good to get you out of here. And 2, going to go ahead and add his name to the list of ass whoopings that need to be distributed before we depart. Thank you for sharing, and I appreciate your effort in helping us out.
You've done a lot for me, honestly. I mean, you found me a family, and you've been so lovely, and Strix has been so nice, and you helped me find a way out, I guess. So I never really thought about leaving until you guys came.
I'm glad we could help. It's good to know that we can at least occasionally do some good. It's what we set out to do. It's nice to do it from time to time.
I think you all do plenty of good, just maybe in a little bit more of a chaotic sense than a lawful sense.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, yes, you're very sweet. Yes, yes. How's your dinner?
Honestly, I don't go out very much, so it's nice to have non-campus food. I don't know if you know this, but even good campus food tastes terrible somehow. I think it's a special, skill that they have. So it's nice to eat something else.
Yeah, I was never a fan of those little, square pizza things. It's just, they're gross.
Purple, aren't
No.
So have you made any plans for how to get your friend out of prison other than that? Hopefully that helps. I mean, honestly, Krissa, the town secretary, doesn't like me very much, but Dresden isn't so bad if you bring her some alcohol. She's actually pretty nice, all things considered. Not as cool as her sister, but...
Alrighty. That sounds like a good plan. What beats a letter of recommendation and some booze attached? I couldn't think of anything better.
I wouldn't suggest it as bribery for the head guard, but, I mean, if you bring a nice enough bottle, sometimes...
No, we just happen to carry jugs of it's just ambrosia, alcohol, we just happen to have stuff on us all the time. Just, it's fine. We're good. It's all dandy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nothing nefarious, all on the up and up, I assure you.
Mm-hmm.
We'd hate to cause more trouble in this town.
Are you feeling okay, Edwin?
A little tired, but it's great. It's great. This place is wonderful.
Well, while you will have to come back for the trial, hopefully you'll have a little bit more help later, and...
Yeah, I'm looking forward to representing someone else.
Representing someone else?
Oh yeah, it's don't worry about it. It's fine. How's your dinner?
You already asked that question.
But is it holding up? Is everything's great? Yep, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Do you need me to let you go?
No, just finish. But no, don't need to rush. Chew thoroughly. Mm-hmm.
And I assume that you and Nara hang out for at least a little while longer.
Oh yes.
So yeah.
The juxtaposition between Pleasant Meal and Strix wigging the hell out. Just split screen, ah! Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Can we make a comic of that, Noel? Like,
Yeah.
Can that be a short Noel? Nara and Edwin having a nice dinner on the floor, and then Strix just freaking the fork out over some books.
Yes.
Nice, but like awkward with just the real toothy grin of like, "How's your dinner?" Like,
but like Strix freaking out in the rafters, no less. So like, that is polar
throwing
opposite
the
as it could
book
be.
and everything.
Taking my book, banging the table, going,
I am on that.
Wonderful news. Wonderful news. We finally got a clip, guys.
and then pouting up in the rafters, going, "I'm gonna take a nap."
Do you want me to let you get back to your friends? No, it's fine. It's fine.
But yeah. So at some point, Edwin and all of the rest of you, the three of you that are staying in Portal Works are actually led to the place above where there are, in fact, three very large, very comfy beds laid out upstairs. They do happen to have tie-dye bed sheets, but otherwise they're giant.
This is great.
So you are taken to a place to stay. Actinia, you are left overnight. You are brought a meal. It's better than you expect for prison food.
Okay.
Still prison food, but like better than you thought for prison food. You do see quite a good number of guards, as well as the Duragar, that are pacing around. But you all, unless any of you have anything else you'd like to do for the night, y'all find yourselves long rests.
So we're gonna get up early, right? Yeah. And see what's going on. Maybe meet back up with Edwin, and then to head to the jail, I guess, for whatever happens.
Well, four of us are fugitives.
Yeah, fugitives.
Three. And then one is already a convicted felon.
Yeah. Well, nobody's been convicted. We're all wanted. For sure.
A suspected felon.
Right.
They're looking for a giant guy and like a goblin, whatever.
Okay, but they're also looking for a freaking owl. How many other owls have you seen in this town? Huh?
Not any, but here's a little tip. If they call you out, just be like, "Oh, is it because I'm an owl? Is that it?"
I don't think that's gonna work, Glib.
I'm gonna put the pirate hat on.
Can I try the pirate hat?
No, this one's mine. You have the best.
Just let me try it!
You won't get it back!
There are other hats available.
That's true.
Other than the party dress hat, too.
What's the pirate hat?
The pirate hat's the one that I used to escape notice before.
So I start digging through the bag of hats, the box of hats.
Yeah, so there's one that kind of looks like a plaid hat with some ear flaps on it and furry insides. There is the party hat that you saw earlier. There's the top hat. There is a fedora, and those are like a page boy hat.
All right, so I know what the party hat and the top hat. I'm going to put on the page boy hat and see what happens.
Fantastic. You put on the page boy hat. The hat of the young crier. A page boy hat. When applied and the command word is spoken, clothes are turned into short pants with suspenders, a white shirt, and a plaid bow tie and brown jacket. You speak with a strange accent. Sort of a extra, read all about it!
Oh, it's Strix. Get your news here, hey?
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Oh, I think it's working already.
I still look like a freaking owl. And I sound like the shopkeeper.
Yeah, honey, I thought you'd definitely done something different with your voice. It's very sexy. Guys go nuts for it. since, they're foreign and exotic.
Strix, I hate to tell you, but I don't think any of these hats are going to change the fact that you're an owl.
Yeah, none of them are going to change that. Change the.
They changed your appearance.
It gave me a.
Why are they going to change my appearance?
It gave me a beard. I was still a goblin.
Yeah, but look at his hair. It's red.
It's still Fen.
Yeah, it's still me on the head. I've got a big red beard.
Red hair.
With red hair and a pirate beard, yeah.
Also, Strix, I'm going to let you know another little secret, that if you do get cornered, you could fly and they probably can't.
Arrows.
Arrows. You could just throw them back.
I can't do that, actually, yeah.
Oh, honey, aren't you a monk? Don't monks have that little, wah?
Yeah, I can do that. All right.
I've got to say, I've never adventured with people so worried about being caught as fugitives before.
Have we ever been fugitives before, Glib?
No, not yet.
Then how exactly would you know what's going to happen?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's part of the adventure.
But yeah, no, you gotta embrace the chaos.
Does anybody have an extra cape?
Oh, I did have one, but I lost it in the library once.
I might. Give me just a second. And she pops away, comes back, and holds up a. It is pink, and it sparkles in the sunlight, and looks like it's got some sort of rhinestone pattern on the back. Would this work for you, sweetheart?
Strix, I didn't want to say it, but that is so you.
It really is. I actually really like that, but I'm going for subtlety.
Subtlety. Subtlety.
Oh, I bet that's a pretty tasty drink.
That is a very tasty drink. I was just thinking. I was but how do you look like that? Because it's sort of just a, midnight blue steaming cup.
Inconspicuous, not shining in the sun.
Strix wants to blend in with the crowd.
Yeah, and I personally, okay, I gotta take this hat off. Hold on. And I take that off. I personally really like the cape. I think it's fabulous.
Why, thank you, sweetie. This is certainly one of my statement pieces.
So, yeah, I need a non-statement piece, unfortunately.
We need to go unnoticed in this regard.
Undercover, kinda.
I have an idea.
I mean, I've gone undercovers before, but probably not a good thing to do during the daytime.
Invisible.
In public.
We basically need to be invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a spell for that.
Right, we don't have it.
I don't have that.
We need to be able to do it without the spells.
I don't know magic.
Hey, does anybody have... what? You wouldn't happen to have any extra white bed sheets lying around, would you?
You want some?
Yeah, can we... Well, we're going to irrevocably change one of them, but I'll need that and a bucket.
That's fine, I can do that for you, absolutely. And she hops away and comes back with the bucket and the bed sheet, and just kind of hands it over. Anything you need.
I appreciate it. All right, bed sheet.
She is also holding a steaming cup of subtle tea.
Ooh.
Is that alcoholic?
No.
I will try one.
Here you go.
If it was, you wouldn't be able to taste it.
No. Fenn's gonna take a sip and he's gonna try it.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Or crowing like a crow again.
Just makes it so he has to stop yelling and cursing.
Where's the button? There we go. 9.
Yes, Roll20 hates us today.
Yep.
Okay. You shrink 2 inches.
It's a con save?
Yes.
So that's 12.
Okay. You still shrink 2 inches.
Okay.
And your vocal volume goes down about 2 decibels. So you talk quieter and you're shorter.
Is this permanent?
No. I mean, I haven't seen it on anyone with your personal, build or stature or genetic makeup, but it's probably fine. You're from, the Fae part of you is from the Fae, so that part of you will shake it off no problem.
Yeah, that part.
Okay.
While we're doing that, can I borrow the alchemy jug?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna hand it over.
Alright. Hot water. Or just water. I guess water's fine. Glib's gonna pour water out into the bucket with the bed sheet in it.
Fantastic.
And we still have some leftover tea, right?
Honey.
I mean, I need the leaves, and I'm not sure you use the same leaves we do.
Oh, no, probably not.
I made tea with leaves out of the spice bag.
Yeah, hold on. Tea leaves.
Specify.
Yeah.
Black tea.
Black tea leaves.
Fantastic. Yeah, and you get the warm kind of English-Irish breakfast style tea leaves.
I made that mistake before.
I'll dump them in the bucket. If there's a fireplace, we'll put the bucket near the fire. But by tomorrow, we should have A, cold brewed tea, and B, a brown piece of fabric.
Okay, that should work.
I assume, so this is happening the night before then?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. I was double checking.
And I look at her again and I'm like, and that cloak is still really fabulous, though.
Thank you, honey. You know, I know the perfect designer you ever in the Feywild. I will definitely hook you up.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a card?
Yeah. She snaps her fingers and hands a card out to you, and it is pink and sparkly. And it says, Designs by Valen.
Oh, that was a neat trick.
Thank you. All of his cards do that. He's fantastic. You will never want to go to anyone else.
I don't know. We know Madame Tealwing. She might get jealous.
She sounds amazing.
What happened?
She sounds amazing.
I mean, she's certainly fabulous.
She'll
hot.
We definitely don't know whether or not she's a Fey being.
There is that.
Anywho, I mean, who's even talking about the Feywild? Come on. Come on, guys. Anyway, I think maybe we get some rest. We got a early morning tomorrow of not being captured by the local police folk.
Yeah. And with that, I think we will go to our break.
Woo!
We will be right back, everybody. See you real soon.
Bye!
Bye!
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you had a wonderful break. So we are going to get right back into the drama, the suspense, the excitement.
Prison break! What?
Prison break?
I don't know. It's
Maybe.
a good show.
It's supposed to be a very good show. Yeah. So.
Alright, so one of us needs to get tattoos of the entire layout of this place, and then get locked up.
It's too early for that.
I did not sleep well last night. I was still really irritated at the whole freaking situation and my incompetence in apparently reading.
No, it's
So I woke up.
In your defense, he's also a wizard, so he talks in a lot of code and spends a lot of time patting himself on the back.
Yeah, I woke up early and started reading again because I was so pissed off.
I mean, you can do that. Are you trying to get a point of exhaustion, or?
No, I just woke up like I took my regular hours, but I probably would have woken up before dawn.
Okay. Do you want to roll one last investigation check? This is probably the last one I'm going to allow.
Okay.
Do you want some help? Do
Yes.
you want me to take a look at that book?
Yes, please! For the love of God, this is irritating the snot out of me!
All right. I guess this is as good a time as any to learn how to read.
My boy Hagris' skills. I will wish you luck.
Glib imposes disadvantage.
All right.
love
Just
So I'm
frozen at the best possible.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
Man, I missed it.
Yeah, I can see where the one was frozen. Alright, so which one of you is rolling the investigation check?
I think Glib should probably read the book.
What is it?
I'll point out some interesting bits
All right.
of him
we
talking about himself.
Ad nauseum.
So go ahead and roll me with advantage.
Okay, here we go. If this keeps up, I'll probably have to reset the router. But either way,
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know. It's just a guy. Just a guy talking.
So, what exactly are you guys looking for so that I can see what sort of information you maybe kind of get? With an 11. Is there anything in particular you're looking for in the book?
I would have probably been looking for information on connections between him and the townmaster. I would have been gleaning for any information pertaining to Nara or other children that may have been abducted or attempted to be abducted. Those would probably have been my two focuses.
My incriminating shit.
And I'm just looking for, what was the thing called? The collectorate?
The collectorate?
The collector.
Yeah, the collectorate. Yeah, just looking for stuff like that.
You do find the word collectorate. You do find him talking about a collection of persons to fight the end of the world, the greatest minds around and accessible. You find a couple of instances where he talks about other people that he's working with, but no names are specified. You don't get any specific information about anything. It's generally just we are the greatest, we are doing this to save the planet, we are going to save world and protect history for years to come. This dream has been shown to us for a reason, and we must, as the greatest minds, prove ourselves worthy, blah, blah, blah. Aren't we so wonderful? Haha.
Oh, okay. So the collectorate's kind of like the Marvel Illuminati, where it's just like a bunch of big old nerds are like, we have to figure out the Hulk problem. I know, we'll launch him into space. Ooh, what do you think about that, Reed Richards?
Damn, I like that analogy too, because they're just like, oh, we have to send the Hulk out into space to keep him from destroying the world, and then the Hulk comes back and destroys the f***ing world. Mostly.
Because you sent him into space.
What?
It was less because they sent him into space and more because one of his friends planted a nuke on the ship and killed his wife.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, nerds.
Oh, I understand entirely. And 110% love talking about Marvel and comic books. However,
as marvelous as that distraction was, let's
bring it back.
In Dungeons and Dragons, then you wake up to your friends poring over a book for at least an hour after you're awake because, reading that much takes time. You are brought some sort of strange reddish substance with chunks.
Ooh, well, I guess you didn't like it.
Apparently. I mean, all of you are brought little plates of some sort of reddish substance.
Ooh.
With chunks.
Oh, man, these are some good chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Does this have meat in it?
No.
Hey.
Chicken of the woods, but that's not chicken. It's a mushroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it tastes a little bit like strawberries and bacon. But like kind of an earthy bacon.
Huh.
I kind of eat it and I'm like, what's that weird?
I don't know.
That's smoked chicken of the woods. You flavor it properly with the right, peppers and bok, and you can get a delicious smoked flavor.
You said chicken?
Chicken of the woods. It's a mushroom.
I'm super confused.
Because you
So
don't
it's
normally
not
find chicken in the woods. It's like chicken of the sea. How it's tuna. But in this case, it's a mushroom.
Chicken of the woods. Fun fact, chicken of the woods is an actual edible mushroom in real life, and it has a chicken-type texture to it, and you can make jerky out of it. Back to the show.
Oh, it's kind of like how jackfruit, they use that for
Yeah, it's a meat substitute for vegans. Except this one's a little bit more, scavenger-type thing.
What about this?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a delicacy where I come from.
I'm sure it is. I'm not. I
It is
don't
also a
eat meat.
Jell-O consistency. There's no meat in it.
I know, but the flavor's throwing me off. It's weird.
Well,
It tastes like meat, but it's not meat, and I don't know what to think about it. I eat vegetables and fruits and barks and leaves. And
yeah, it's fruit, and
my mind is confused with this. I'm sorry.
it's all right. It's okay, honey. We'll get you used to things like chicken of the woods. You'll enjoy it. It's great.
No.
Oh. No, I thought he would have come back after his late night rendezvous.
Edwin, early in the morning, what are you doing?
I'm gonna enjoy a quiet breakfast for once.
So you're taking your time and just like...
A little bit. Not in a rush to go back to Portal Works for sure.
Fair enough.
Just gonna enjoy some quiet for a change.
You probably were offered to be left one of Nara's books if you were interested in keeping one for your stay.
Yeah.
So you have
It's
a book companion if you'd like it.
Oh, excellent. I do love me some books. You know me. All about that there studying the magics. Because I assume that's the type of book it is.
Oh, I always
We've
say
got two
that.
types of books, and the ones that she would offer you are definitely magic.
Neat. I would take the book. I'd even read the book. Don't know if it means much to me, but I'll read it.
You can
Pass
roll
the
me
time.
that on check if you want.
Why not? Let's see what happens. Who knows, you know? You know.
Trying out
Knowledge
that breakfast reading.
Knowledge is power.
Power corrupts and adds that's good.
Yep.
It's-
Should have had pictures.
It's got a lot of words in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of them have to do with like performing.
Is this common?
Or
I'm not is this written in common?
it's not the easiest thing in the world to understand. for
Maybe
sure.
the tabs are in the back.
I know what some of these words individually mean. And I'll have a nice, quiet breakfast, and then I will, with a heavy sigh and resignation, make my way to Portalworks to meet the rest of the party.
Actinia, you wake up in the morning with two guards in front of your cell, just standing guard. You are given a tray for breakfast, once again. Slightly better than you would expect for prison food, still prison food. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do?
I'll walk to the gate where the guards are standing and be like, do you want to open the door?
No thanks.
It was
She's
worth
already
a
spent
shot.
too much time with this party.
I'll just go sit back down on the bed, probably finish that food, and I'm probably just gonna sit and think about patience, since that was the only lesson I was given. Just sit and wait. I'll be patient.
We haven't found your friends yet, but it's only a matter of time.
I'm sure they'll find you guys first, but I'm excited for them.
We'll see. And back to the people at Portalworks. Y'all have your strange chicken of the strawberries.
Yum, yum, yum.
He's a gelatinous substance with chicken of the woods and strawberries in it. Sort of a sweet, savory, smoky combination there. Tastes like bacon and strawberries for Chris, who wasn't here when it was explained. But yes, at some point in your morning, Edwin walks through the door.
Oi.
Morning.
So what we got?
Well, it's going to take a moment to pause. Like, am I going to need this? You know what? It's fine. And he'll pull out the note, get out of jail free card, what have you, and present it to Fen. Like, hey, you know, maybe this will work. Maybe you shouldn't be the person to take it.
Well, given everything that happened yesterday, I sincerely doubt it. So,
But this is a course of action that doesn't involve a jailbreak.
well,
Dang
yeah.
it, I was looking forward to a jailbreak.
I'm sure you were. If you still want to have fun, you could wear a costume and go get her out with the parchment.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And you see Strix come over with the book and go, "This was absolutely not helpful!" And she shoves it back in Edwin's face.
Yeah, books are,
Books suck.
books suck.
I love books! I love books! There was nothing in that book about anything. There was nothing in there about kids. There was nothing in it. Was just about him.
Well, no, like, I already know that it's there because Nara showed me
Well, yeah.
the evidence.
Nara showed him how
Like
to read it.
she showed me how to read it. Like, what do you? Can I help you? Would you like some assistance, perhaps?
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I put those back in the bag of holding? Strix and I will head for the boat.
Well, so I'm thinking, right? Before we leave here, maybe we should plant some seeds. Maybe we shouldn't be the ones holding on to these books. Maybe we should get them to people that can make a change while we're gone. I hear the assistant townmaster might not be in on this whole thing, and they probably are the highest up person that, isn't in on the conspiracy.
I mean, it's possible. The only
I was
issue-
already told that the townmaster was, like, under his thumb.
Yeah,
Right?
but not
yeah,
the assistant townmaster.
Not the assistant townmaster, but the...
The townmaster, is working with.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking the assistant townmaster.
Oh, okay, sorry, I misheard.
Isn't the assistant townmaster betrothed to Nara, though?
No,
I mean, you
You don't know that.
Yeah, I don't trust that guy.
What, the assistant townmaster?
Yeah, he seems like a knob.
Why?
I don't trust any of them.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
if the
so,
townmaster's in on it, I mean, there's no telling who else might be, and I'm concerned about giving the only evidence that we have that exonerates us over to anyone.
Okay. What about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if we hold on to the books until we can figure out who we can trust and who we can't trust?
Well, yeah.
And didn't Nara say something about, like, some little group of town masters that get together or something? What if there's another town master that we could give them to at some point in time?
You all know about the meeting in K2 every other year.
What if we take it to them? And then
When's the next one? Would we
have
even
a
know
rough
that?
idea at least, or
Yeah, you would have
You would have an idea, absolutely. You think it's in about 8 or 9 months. It's been a while since it happened, but it's kind of like the Olympics. It only happens every so often.
So, I mean, what if we kind of hold on to it, get more information, and kind of take a stack of evidence to the other town masters and say, guys, like, seriously.
Yeah, because my understanding is that the Oracle of Zades and all of these fucking honchos have sway pretty much fucking everywhere because they're super knowledgeable pricks. But
I don't feel so super comfortable giving the only evidence, like the only physical evidence that we have.
no, I agree. I don't want to give it over to anyone unless we know that it's gonna get where it belongs. So, but right now we need to focus on trying to get Actinia out of that cell.
Yeah.
And getting the fuck out of Zades, and then figuring out how we're gonna get out of here after.
Because you have a boat that's chartered to leave today.
Yeah. So
In the morning.
So we should probably hurry up with that. And
you and I will head for the boat because you're the only Owlfolk we've seen in this damn town. Not that I'm sure there's more, maybe, but you're the only one I've seen. So they're probably one of the few in town. So let's get to the boat, you and I.
I haven't seen a whole lot of my kind outside of Samaris, to be honest with you.
Right. So we've got Professor Chocolate Pudding over here, and Edwin, who could probably talk his way out of an iceberg. So,
Glib, where's that thingy that you put in the bucket? Is it done?
Oh, it's over by the fireplace.
On fire. What?
I mean, it's wet. Here, let me... Prestidigitation.
And he prestidigitates it dry, and it is in fact brown.
Okay.
Also, anybody want some tea?
Yeah, I'll take some.
Tea!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not usually made in a bucket, but
It's alright. If one of your doors appears in another town and I stop in, now you know.
Gotcha. I will make you the spicy leaf juice, for sure.
I'm sorry, what do you call it?
Spicy leaf juice.
Okay. I will order it
sounds
that
right.
way, and that way we both know what I'm talking about.
That's a great idea.
Alright.
well, the question is,
It usually goes with spicy bean juice, though. So, was that the...
Coffee!
oh, I love spicy bean juice.
I kind of want to lean in towards Fen, like gently put my hand on his back and lean in and just whisper to him, like, I hope you understand you also essentially just invited her to show up wherever you are.
Inviting Fae places, it's a great idea.
Shit.
I agree. I like it.
Never been a problem for anyone.
Oh, they can't lie. It's fine. We'd be happy to have you. Anyway.
No, but they can admit the truth.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Hey, shopkeeper, what's your feeling on boggles?
Depends on the boggle. Depends on how slimy.
They can be a little slimy.
What about
We
ones
have a
that
good-
have erased livers?
What?
You just asked about boggles.
That's fair. Alright, so shall we, everyone, Glib, I assume you're going with Edwin?
Yeah, I'll accompany him to get our fair cleric out of the prison.
Fair enough. I'm going to put the pirate hat on, and I'm going to say the command word. I'm going to try and help. Now, Strix, do you want to try and find another hat to put to try and help disguise you? Or?
I'm gonna put the cloak. I'm gonna put the cloak. Use that word lightly. I'm gonna put that on.
It is a very light cloak.
Very light cloak, and I'm just gonna kind of like take a piece of string or rope from my pack and just kind of make it so I can tie it around my neck and hood it.
All right.
Yeah, it's not a very good cloak. You might even say it's a piece of sheet.
Yep.
Precisely.
Draped in gossamer.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right.
But not a gossiper.
No. All right. So we'll do that then. Strix and I'll head for the boat. We'll meet you there. And we'll see what's what.
Alrighty.
All right.
And break.
Edwin, you ready for an adventure?
Oh, call us if you need us. Like,
That-
messenger or something. Or prestidigitate something in the air. I don't know. Just call us if you need us somehow.
Fireworks, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can figure it out.
We'll get the message.
All right. Meet you at the boat.
So real quick, are Edwin, Fork, wrong people. Ben and Strix, are y'all trying to blend in or sneak, or are you just kind of waltzing your way?
I'm more or less just trying to be nonchalant while looking like a red-haired pirate headed to the docks.
Hey, don't mind me. Just going where I go.
I mean, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to blend in as best I possibly can.
I will allow either a performance or a stealth check.
Oh shit!
Actually, Fen, I'm gonna say that yours has to be performance. Strix, you can choose performance or stealth.
Oh, that's totally a stealth. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about me. It's
God damn it, Finn! Well, I fucking
Wow.
make it.
Strix, you are super blended in.
Yeah.
Ben,
I like to think it's because of the cloak.
You get some looks. You get some eyes. You see a couple, roll me a perception check.
$11.
Okay. Yeah, you make it to the boat.
For the
you
record,
found the
I
boat.
fucking hate Roll20.
What? It's done nothing wrong.
I am.
It's done nothing
Hey,
right
blame
either.
it for me being in jail.
Astinia, you might be fucking stuck in jail, or everybody's gonna join you today. Roll20
no
keeps
shit.
rolling like this for us.
We're all gonna get fucking executed if Roll20 keeps pulling this shit.
I can't burn or melt Roll20 dice.
Yeah.
Nope, you can't.
I'm having a great
So-
time.
I don't think
I would
I've
go
rolled
up to
anything yet.
Duane. I would try to find Duane or the first mate and ask them if I can perch up in the crow's nest to kind of keep lookout for my friends.
Yeah, and you do see Kezin on the out in front of the ship on the docks. That's the word that I'm looking for. As well as a Goliath and a dwarf. Both kind of like walking around helping, and actually another Earth Genasi. The Earth Genasi is carrying some very large things. But before we do that, we will skip ourselves back over to Daddy Edwin and Glib. So, what y'all doing?
Yes, I think we should head to the constabulary.
Laboratory?
Lead the way, young man.
So you're the wizard again, right?
Nope.
No? Which one did
No,
you put
yes. Yeah, I'm
on? Okay, I was like, did I miss it? Did you? Okay. Oh, this is, Yep.
What seems to be the issue, whippersnapper?
I'm trying to remember what outfits
So there
put
is...
in the weave.
You have...
Just remember the pirate one, and then there was that like fancy suit.
Yeah, there was the pirate one, there was the fancy suit, there was the more casual clothes, and then there was the like Prince Charming style look.
Oh, you could be biz cash.
And then I don't think you filled up the last slot yet.
I'm here to get somebody out of jail. I'm wearing a blazer, a sport, and a t-shirt and jeans.
Or you have the hats available
Have
for
the
you.
hats.
And no one's
goodness.
tried the fedora yet.
We haven't tried the fedora yet. Yeah.
Or the flannel one.
No, I tried that one.
Oh, you did? Never mind.
Yeah, the party hat has been tried. You haven't tried the kind of winter-looking cap, and you haven't tried the fedora.
I assume the winter-looking cap makes you talk like this. Bah. Bird, wrestle bear. Oh. Very powerful, says Glib.
Goodness.
I guess we may have to wait to find out,
No.
but that is assumption.
Yeah, no, I'm good. for reference sake, what name are you using?
Very good question. Oh, I know. I'll be, what do I say? I'll be a new one. It'll be a new name that doesn't start with G. You know, one of those fantasy names that isn't just starts with G. I can think of one of those. No, I can't do that. Razaban, the Goblin Wizard.
Razaban.
Radicals. Razaban.
I'm new in town. I'm an adjunct professor. The paperwork hasn't come through yet. You know how wizards are. They love writing, but they hate filing.
Oh, goodness.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes,
Where's my
sir,
pudding?
Razaban. And I will lead him towards where we believe Actinia is being held.
Fantastic.
I will act as though I am his escort.
Mm-hmm. And you do make your way towards the jail, so to speak, the guard station. If you ask at all, you are certainly given directions towards the guard station. And upon walking in, you see a rather thin, bespectacled half-elf who looks up and says, yes, can I help you?
I believe you can. We're here to see a prisoner.
Yes, very nice. Do you have an appointment?
You see, I'm new in town. I was unfamiliar with the appointment thing. Perhaps my associate here could speak to whether or not an appointment was made. Yes.
Yes, good morning. Master Razaban here has come to collect his cleric.
Yeah, of course. The adventurer that is in the prison.
Adventurous.
Indeed.
God. Hate him.
Clearly there's been some sort of misunderstanding. As you'll see here, and he'll pull out the parchment and kind of slide it for her to be able to take a look at it, but he doesn't take his hand off of it.
He reaches out his hand to start to take it, and
Can I see the parchment, please?
Then I'll let go.
okay. He picks it up and starts to read it. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
At advantage because of the parchment, the paper, and Glib.
And the Glib.
And Glib, who just
Oh boy, hope I don't
helps.
botch
Glib's
it.
here. He's just muttering. He's like, it's just very distracting.
What was that?
No, I was thinking about something, but then no, you're right.
25.
Yes. So he reads over the parchment.
Please wait here for one moment. I will go and get head guard Dezen, and we will speak with her about receiving and retrieving your cleric. Please give me a moment.
And
Of course.
yeah, he stands up, walks away. You do see the squadron of 4 Durgar kind of circuiting around. But he heads into a back room, and you hear, "What do you want?" And then, like, just loud Scottish yelling from the back room. And then the bugbear that looks ironically like the first mate comes out and just, "Right. What can I do for you?" "You wanted to get a cleric out," it said, "and you got a letter from the assistant townmaster. How the lot of you get a letter from Quarrel?"
Well, it's
Master
not.
Resin has many connections.
It's not for you to ask why, but for you to ask how you can assist us further. Wizard!
Yes, of course, Sir Wizard. Anyway, listen. This letter still says that she'll be here for her judicial hearing, which will be in 2 months' time. Will you be back in 2 months?
No, I can't. I shan't think we'd be going very far. We're simply heading back to the college to ask her some questions.
Roll me a deception check at advantage.
All right, roll 20. Here you
Because
go.
You have a lot going for you here.
That was a 21 look.
Well,
Well, I guess if you do have help from the assistant town master, if you don't show up, every town master and head guard in Caban, north and south, will be told about this. So, I expect no problems from the lot of you. Yeah? There was already an attack on the town master, and whether it was her fault or not, she was part of it, she was there. So, not the town master, sorry. I would have said the right thing, but unfortunately the person behind me, she's got a weird brain. Anyway.
Yeah, Master Zavin, of course.
Master Zavin, the head of the school.
Definitely not the town master, but still, goes to the meetings.
Latin. It's been a long day.
it's just there for the concessions.
Barely gotten through my paperwork, my coffee in the morning. I've already got a load of paperwork from these stupid adventurers who came in and attacked the head of the college. You, of all people, should know that the university professors, they weren't fond of these people. And now we've got a melt. I will be holding on to this letter. And I will go get your cleric.
Yeah, we didn't get tenure to be axe throned. I get it.
Exactly. It's just been a mess. Anyway, so I'll bring your cleric out now. Just bring her back for the trial.
Yep, 2 months.
And she goes into the back. Actinia, you do see the very large red-headed bugbear who comes in and says, cleric, your boss man's here to gather you, apparently. You're lucky this time he's got some connections, but next time not even the town master will help you if you're going to attack. The town master himself will help you, nonetheless the assistant, if you attack any of the professors again. So, just follow the rules, for the love of Pete. Just follow the rules. That's all I ask. Around throwing axes at people's head and giving me paperwork. That's all I'm asking. Please, I've got enough to do.
That's all I'm asking.
You know what? I promise I will stop threatening people. Thank you for letting me out.
2 months. You got your trial. It'll be handled fairly in the court of law.
Bullshit. I mean, what?
I expect to see you returned,
This is what
as you are a cleric of Elenial, and so you have a certain amount of trust, but please, just do the right thing. Just do the right thing.
I'm on it. You know what? I'm practicing that patience now. And I will stop threatening people. I've learned my lesson. Won't attack any more heads of anything. I'm on it.
Appreciated. Wonderful news. I look forward to seeing you return. Hopefully in better circumstances once all of this is taken care of. I trust that you will do better in the future, hopefully. So, and she opens up the door, lets you out, and says, just for the love of Pete, don't give me any more paperwork. Got a splitting headache.
Never again. Never again.
Anyone else wonder how much paperwork it is if we actually get all the evidence on Zavin and she's got to go arrest him?
Oh, now I feel bad.
Paperwork.
This poor bugbear. Yeah.
As I walk away, I'm just gonna mumble under my breath, like, wow, that patience thing actually worked. I didn't think it would.
Oh, there you are. I can't believe somebody in my employ would be so callous to throw an axe at a person. Ooh,
Why
well,
am I the one blamed for the axe throwing?
we're going to have a severe talk about this. Anyway, we'll be back in about 2 months.
Sorry, boss.
Come now, let's
okay.
get going.
Let us be off and not talk of this further until we get to where we're going.
I'll
Wizard!
be back in 2 months.
Just
Look forward to bring coffee. Have
All
a
that
great...
paperwork.
Yeah. And impressive stunt there with the assistant time master. I don't know how you got Clarel to help you out, but it's a move.
Oh, I have friends in high places.
Wouldn't doubt, Master Wizard. Y'all do. Anyway, have great time.
Yes, stay vigilant. Who knows how many other ne'er-do-wells are about.
Unfortunately, I do. Anyway,
Right.
have a good in. Don't.
Right.
Yeah, and you are freed out into the streets of Zades. A wizened old wizard, a newly released, somewhat patient cleric, and a tiefling bard who is totally innocent in all of this as far as everyone else is concerned.
So, did she say assistant townmaster?
It's a long story. We'll fill you in once we get to the boat.
Okay, cool.
It's actually a pretty short story, I assume. Edwin has the full story. I just
Which who
assumed it was
hasn't
long.
actually told the story?
Anyway, let us be off.
we will make our way to the boat, where hopefully Fen and Strix made it without any issues and everything's fine.
Speaking of, Fen and Strix, y'all show up at the boat. Strix, you make the request to go stay in the bird's nest, the crow's nest, which you are given permission to go do. You are.
I was muted. And I am
Yes, you were.
diligently keeping watch. Like, for
Fantastic.
anything funky.
Up there is, in fact, a. Yes, sorry. Up there is, in fact, a half-orc woman with a spyglass. She is lithe but curvy, extremely strong. Looks like she could kick someone in half. But pretty.
Probably like 4 of me stacked on top of each other.
She's short for a half-orc.
Which is still massive to
So,
me.
like,
It's still massive.
3.5.
Yeah, like 3.5. She's like 5'10.5" on a good day. On a day where she's feeling short, which for a half orc is extremely short.
I kind of get up there.
Hi. I just need to make sure my friends are okay, and we're gonna be leaving soon without any incidents. I would just like to sit up here and make sure that we're okay.
Good luck. Leaving without incidents. Yeah, that'll happen. Never.
Oh no.
Down on the ground, Kezin is holding a checklist and shouting it in Bugbearian insults to the random people running around. Namely, the half elf who she seems to be paying particular attention to and particularly annoyed by. And then the Earth Genasi, who she's just kind of like, not paying any attention to because he's doing his job.
I assume bugbear insults are like, you're weak and your arms are short.
Pretty much, yeah. And yeah, like your mane is unkempt and you have disordered conduct. But like more angry sounding because vaguely German Russian style of insulting where even the nice words sound kind of mean. Anyways, so but yeah, so Fen Kazim sees you and says, so sorry about them, they're annoying. So
Yeah.
everything going okay? Where's the rest of your elk?
Yeah, I might need to speak to your captain about that, actually. They're still coming, hopefully. Yeah. Prefer not to talk about it out in the open.
Before you say anything, do I need to know? Not do you want me to know? Not do you think I should know? Do I need to know? Do I care? Am I gonna care? Is it something I need to know to get our asses from here to there? Is that something I need to know?
You know.
Great! Don't tell me anything. Follow me. And then she just like shouts another bugbearian insult over her shoulder. You can tell it's an insult from just like her demeanor and knowing how many times you have been told to fork off in an assortment of different languages.
Oh yeah, I am fluent in f*** off.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the language. I know.
However, the half elf on the receiving end goes, "You're always just the greatest." As he carries another.
He doesn't know what you said.
No, he doesn't.
Fair enough. All right, after you.
Right.
I'm a bit of an asshole. I know what that means.
I wish he did. I wish he understood for 5 seconds. Anyway. And she walks you in, knocks on the captain's quarters, and you hear, "What? Come in." The door is opened, and there stands, "Hey, Fen'rahl, right? Yeah, welcome."
Yeah. I'm gonna pull the hat off.
Oh, I was wondering how you got the red hair.
Magic hat.
Huh? Does it do hair a lot?
I don't know. You try it.
He doesn't know about the word, so
it doesn't seem to be working for you.
Guess I'm just too ruggedly good looking.
That's weird.
Hands you the hat back. Yeah. Kazim just walks away, just like, I do crap. You did. Just closes the door.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take the hat, and the hat itself is fine to go in the bag of holding, so I'm gonna put the hat in the bag of holding. The box is not.
Good idea.
So, right. So, my friends ought to be here relatively soon, I hope. Given your feelings on the pirates we're after, I'm gonna tell them about the situation with like Nara's brother and how we know how to get through to where we're going, since he needs to know that information.
Good to know. Good to know. That's very clever and impressive.
Yeah, well, in order to get that information, we had to get his sister, who was apparently stolen by the university here.
Excuse me?
Yeah, well, don't do what we did, because that's why they're delayed. So, but we gotta get more evidence on it.
What'd you do?
Well, we went and we questioned him, and then he went for something in his desk, and I threw an axe at him, which is why I'm missing one. Never trust a wizard when he goes for his desk, right?
No, never trust a wizard in general most of the time, but
Right.
that's funny.
So he went for his desk, I threw the axe, and then he threw up the damn... I don't know, he threw up a hand, and it clattered onto the floor. Anyway, and then he hit a thing in the force shield, and literally, I'm talking to him like I'm trading war stories.
Yeah, and he's just drinking it all up.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. I mean, good try. That was kind of a dumb move, but, I respect it,
Yeah, so, but that's what happened. So they went to go get our cleric friend, and hopefully everything goes off without a hitch, but,
somewhere behind you, you hear, Captain! Similar sounding voice, slightly deeper. He's just, excuse me, I have to go murder a cousin. And he opens the door, and standing out there is very tall Earth Genasi. It looks almost identical, except this one has hair and a goatee. Captain, there's a problem. What? Guards. Great. Guard. And he just kind of starts walking down the ramp. Approximately at this time, Edwin, Actinia, and Glib, you would all be walking up to the ship. As Duane walks down with basically a twin, except slightly different, walking after him, going, Guards! Always a pleasure! Captain, we don't want to deal with you right now. Really! Welcome to my ship. Welcome to my crew. What exactly were you looking for? We were spending our time looking for some refugees from the law. Refugees? What could we possibly have refugees for? Captain, this really doesn't concern you. It's my ship, it's my boat, it's my friends! Welcome, friends! He greets.
You mean fugitives?
Yes, fugitives. That's the word I meant. I don't know how to words today. Please forgive me. Yes, fugitives. We were hunting a fugitive.
Oh, God, if I see any fugitives around here, I'll hit them. I'll hit them with a stick.
And then the guard goes from looking at you to slightly next to you, looking at Actinia. And it's just like,
I already hit this one.
You hit the fugitive right out of me. I'm all good now.
I don't understand.
Odd. I assumed you had wood. Understood.
Ma'am, how did you get out of the prison?
Well, you see, my boss here had a special note from... What was it again?
The assistant town master! Glib says very loudly.
You had a note from Master Querelle.
Absolutely. Granted, it's being held at the station. It'd be very disappointing to have to hobble all the way back there on my little wizard legs.
No, it will be fine. Thank you.
Was I the one you were looking for?
No, there was a half-drow, rather unique-looking individual that we saw aboard the ship.
Well, let me guess, more adventurers. I have to say.
No half-drows here.
Nope.
No, sirree.
Captain, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to board your vessel and look for the half-drow. Oh, guards! 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 Can I call you Guardy? You see, that's the problem. This right here, this is your jurisdiction. That up there, that is what we call my jurisdiction. My jurisdiction and your jurisdiction don't really mesh. Do you feel me? So unfortunately, unless you've got one of those fancy warrant things, I'm afraid you're not getting on that boat. And he turns to the crew and says, Kez, Greg, Lottie, let's go. And the crew members that are on the dock just, you got it, Captain. Except the half-elf, who says, "It is Dread, sir! You know this, we're best friends! Stay on board, Cap!" And walks himself up. Just says, "Right, Red. Anyway, we will continue this when you have a warrant, but until then, have a wonderful day, Guardy Guard, and if you would, my honored guests, please make your way onto the boat where we will be serving delicious fish stew and gathered steamed greens later. Nice to see you." And he just kind of like ushers you guys onto the ship.
As I walk by the guard, I want to turn to them and say, "You know, if you're patient enough, I'm sure you'll find him."
Like a snort. Just like,
I'm chartering this vessel for a day-long food binge was the way to go. Anyway, excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
yeah. And as soon as you guys are on the ship, Kazan just hoists the thing basically over her head, and the Goliath slams it shut, and y'all are off. Off you go into the wild blue yonder, flying high in the sky. So yeah, you guys are.
I didn't know it was an airship.
Welcome to Final Fantasy.
Sailing
It's an
high
airship.
into the sea.
I mean, the Great Blue Yonder.
Yeah. See? It works. From that cause you can see the sea. But yes, you are nodded to by Captain Duane, who's just like, God, I hate those guys. So
Yeah, they're not great. They don't listen.
no, they're the worst. Anyways.
I just imagine Fred just popping up like right at that
I see Actinia and Edwin and Glib come down, and I dive down and land and give them a big hug, especially Actinia.
We got you out okay.
Thank you. It's okay. We're good.
The half orc that you were next to just kind of like.
When I think it's safe to come back up on deck, I will do so.
And it's very quickly made safe. Y'all are introduced very quickly to the crew that is up there. The Goliath that had originally helped pretty much instantly goes below. But you are introduced to the navigator up at the top, Sierra, the half-orc. You are introduced to Dread, the half-elf, who very excitedly pronounces himself to be Captain's best friend, which Kazan snorts and starts muttering under her breath. A very short, very young-looking dwarf named Starith. And then you are introduced to the Earth Genasi Taren, who is the one who looks almost identical to Dwane. But yeah, and then people kind of scatter. What would y'all like to do aboard this boat?
I'm going to continue talking to the captain for as long as I'm able, because I realize he's probably got other responsibilities. I'm gonna look. We have a couple of journals as evidence for the townmaster, but as you can tell, yeah.
Well,
So-
I mean, you threw an axe at a guy's head. Unfortunately, that does tend to be an act of aggression for most people. I don't get it personally. I think it's a compliment, but you know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was self-defense as far as I'm concerned. Never trust a
An
wizard.
acts of aggression, maybe, but
It was definitely an act of aggression. Yeah. So, but and I'm gonna kind of like flick at the handmade holy symbol that I had, like just to kind of like. But I already had the boss sign off on everything, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
But
higher powers and all that.
right. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to kind of. I mean, obviously, we need to deal with the pirate situation.
Pirates.
Yeah, well, if my old man's working with them, they're probably a little bit worse than just pirates. So just be on the lookout. And I'm going to kind of explain the cult situation too, and that involvement, just so he knows what he's getting into. Well, you seem like a big, strong guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the more you talk, the more excited he looks, and more, like, every once in a while, Kazin, like, starts to walk up, hears a word, just... and just turns around and walks away. Yeah.
Oh, hey, we met your sibling.
You did?
Yeah, right?
You met Des.
Wait, the town guard lady?
Yeah, Des.
Yeah, that one.
Des is my twin sister. She's the worst, isn't she? She used to be, like, decent when we were kids, you know, but then she got this... with the...
Right. Yeah, lawful good, right? They think
Right.
they're doing the right thing.
You know, she's still my sister, so like, I like her and all that, but yeah, sometimes she's just a bit of a...
Kind of a
No.
killjoy.
I agree. But tell her I said hi if you see her again. I
Oh, will
could
do.
buy her a beer or something.
I couldn't divulge that because I was undercover.
Of course, yeah. No, with the wizard thing that I noticed when you walked up, which definitely isn't weird at all.
It helps if you just yell wizard occasionally to remind them what you are.
Honestly, that's the most wizard thing I think I've ever heard. So yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So I told Fen over there, I don't want to know anything that I don't need to know about complicated, sticky situations. Because, like I said, like you said, really, sister is in fact the town guard, and it's just a whole load of waffles that I don't need to be eating.
Well, it's probably better that you don't know then.
Right, but like if you know, if you need anything, if you want anything, I'm more than happy to give you drinking advice or selling advice or just show you around the deck. I do most of the deck on top work. Captain there charts everything, kind of keeps everything in motion and going, you know, because the brave leader and all that stare off into the middle distance stuff. Like a brooding giant boulder. Right.
Right, well, I think I'm good for now, at least until the food. But yes, good speaking with you. Yeah.
Nah, you as well. And if you like food or like cooking, I know the wee little thing, Owlfolk thing. She mentioned enjoying cooking. Lottie would probably love to get a little help. He enjoys gets him out of his head sometimes with them.
Oh, yes, having somebody help, I can see that.
Definitely.
I will pass that along. Yes.
He does this thing with the knives where like it's how you hold it and it's complicated. But anyway, yeah.
It's in the way that you use it, yes.
Exactly.
Well, anyway. Oh, wow, what a relief. Alright.
Also, the voice was cool. That's an interesting hat.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it.
Sounds great. I'll catch you around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of you have anything in particular you wanted to do?
I'm gonna go and find Fen on the boat.
He's pretty much talking on the docks just outside of the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Fen, I have a question.
Yeah. All right.
So, I was approached by Elenil, and I think that this means that I'm, like, a real cleric now. Like,
Well, you were a real cleric before.
but she never talked to me before. She never said anything to me before.
I mean, okay, so, well, I mean, that's fair. I can see where you kind of go with that.
I want to double check. You were told that it was a Deva, not specifically Elenil.
No, yeah, but she's just going
messenger.
crazy.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to double check. That was a choice and not a, like, I didn't communicate something.
Okay.
Well enough. Please continue.
Alright, so, yeah, alright.
But I was told to go to this place called Everdon.
One more time.
Everdon?
The Eves of the Everdon.
Yes. Do you know what that is?
I know. Yeah. That's one
Do
of
you
the
know-
things we gotta find.
Do you guys know where it is?
Yeah, not really. We've been given a lead. In fact, before we came to Zades and actually ultimately met you, we had the choice of coming here and fighting pirates or going to this other place and trying to find the Eves of the Everdon at a tree.
Wait, so you guys had two options, and one of them led you to me,
Right,
and then the second option I have to go to anyways.
right. Hold on. Did Elenil tell you to go to the Eves of the Everdon?
Well, the messenger, but yes.
You get messengers?
I got
I get
a
flicked in the
messenger.
back of the head. I don't get messengers. Okay, alright, so the
Thunder
first
in the
god,
background.
I'm pretty sure it was a god the first time, gave me my rune knight powers, and then Higrossus showed up, told me I can't have alcohol, but now I get to heal people when I touch them.
I was told to be patient and to go to this place.
Oh, damn. Your god's a bummer, too. I mean that in the best way.
I'll
Turns
hear the
out
thunder
they
in the
all-
background.
What's that?
I'll hear the thunder in the background. Also, you don't know that. You haven't met Melaniel or Kakofan. Well, he
Yeah,
met Kakofan, but not much.
I did, yeah.
You think.
I think
was
I'm
never-
pretty sure, but I'm not 100%.
Never
yeah.
proven.
I'm just taking it on faith at this point. It's not. I did. I'm an alcoholic. Come on, give me some points. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm kind of new to the whole man of God thing, but I mean, yeah, my experience is you kind of get instructions. You know, I really only had the one dream, but basically all I know is I'm supposed to knock this fucking cult for a loop.
I didn't. Wow.
And
I didn't get any
we
instructions
think-
like that.
Well, we think the Eves of the Everdon are a lead.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to have shit tons of information about fucking everything.
Is that where you guys are going after this?
That was part of the plan, yeah.
I am going with you. I am coming to Everdon.
Alright. Yeah. We'll be happy to have you,
I'm
of
pretty
course.
sure Elenil has something for me there, and I have to go.
I'm pretty sure that the answer to most of our questions are there, but, yeah. Shit. I forgot to do a couple things. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, I can look him up when we get to the Everdon, if we ever get to the Everdon. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, it's Fen's like this, where he's just like, so much shit to do.
You should keep a notebook.
I do. I pull out the journal of all of the blacksmithing design. See? And then this one's one I drew for Strix yesterday. And then there's this one, which is a shield, but I don't really use them, so I haven't really started work on that one yet. Just kind of like flipping through shit. And I keep a journal. And then he puts it back. And then he like feels the missing axe spot. Alright, I gotta replace that.
Oh yeah, you lost an axe.
I did.
For some reason, everybody thinks that I threw, even though I couldn't probably put an axe over my head if I wanted to.
Why do people think you threw the axe? He went for... Look, alright, I'm the one that doesn't trust wizards. I have my reasons. But he went for his desk. You never know what these fuckers have cooked up. I mean, you saw the little red cube, he slapped it, and we all got thrown into the wall. So I think I still say it was tough defense, and I don't really... But we need to get evidence to prove that he's a criminal first, so...
And we gotta do it in 2 months, because I have to be back here for my trial.
Oh shit, we've only got 2 months. Alright, that's a problem. It's not a problem. It's a complication. We'll call it a complication. Complication. Guys. So I'm gonna we all know that she's got a court date in 2 months.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay. So we have to work fast then. Alright.
Or we just don't show up.
I mean,
I would rather like to stop breaking the law, so I think we should probably show up.
Pretty sure I'm gonna get struck by lightning if we break that particular instance.
Well, hopefully 2 months is long enough to really scour through those books and find the key points.
oh yeah, Edwin, you said that Nara showed you how to read these books. Why is it so complicated?
I don't think she showed him how to read them. I think she just pointed out specific parts.
It's written by
wizard.
a fucking wizard.
Because nerds.
Wizards are real fucking weird about this shit, man.
Like, can you please help me?
Oh, I can't.
No, Edwin, can you please read through these books with me and point out the important stuff? Because I just heard a whole lot of blah, blah, blah. I'm so amazing, blah, blah, blah. We're so fantastic.
I mean, the biggest part about those... go ahead.
Please?
You know, the thing is, if there was more pictures...
Please?
I can give it the old Bardic College try, huh?
I would really appreciate it.
Yep. Fen, can I get the books?
Yeah. I will pull out the journals. I mean, we're on the ocean, so I will pull them out. I don't know enough about magic to know that this is probably a bad idea, but I will pull them out anyway. And
I mean, you're more than 1,000 feet outside of town. You're fine.
Okay.
Probably. Unless he has scry.
Nothing ever bad happens on the water.
Yeah. But
oh, wait, what's the boat made out of? Are we technically in a steel box? Yeah,
not
so.
But with that, before we get into any other shenaniganery, I believe perhaps we should stop there for the evening. So we will see you all next week for boat time.
Nerdic cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Look at those books, dang it!
And that will bring us to the end of our show, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, tomorrow is going to be another episode of Metagaming. We look forward to seeing anyone who'd like to join us there. We do also have all of our links to everything down below, so if you'd like to join us in our Heroes Hall Discord, join the adventure, be a hero yourself. We would love to see you there. We also have all of our social media links, anything else you could possibly imagine. Other than that, we'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody!